Hello, dear students. How are you? Okay, thank you. Fine. In the time of Corona, in the time of COVID-19, I am fine. Almighty grace of Allah. And I have latest information about coronavirus and latest corona vaccine. In next class, in next time, I will inform you what is the information of corona vaccine. Okay, thank you very much. Welcome to our Kursatpur online schools. At first, recap class. Recap means you know that in the previous class, what have you done, what have you learned? Previous class about narration. That was the first portion of narration class. That means definition of narration, classification, change of person and change of tense. Today's topic, the second portion of narration that we will learn to you. Then second portion of narration. Second portion of narration. In this time, sentence, the rules of sentence and rules of passage narration. In this position, at first we have to know the 5 kinds of sentence and what is the structure of 5 kinds of sentence, their example, their structure, there are many functions of sentence. Okay? 5 kinds of sentence. I will teach you what's the 5 kinds of sentence and what are they and what's their function and what's their example and what's their structure. Okay. At first we have to know first stage assertive sentence. If we don't have any kind of information, if we have don't knowledge about sentence, so we can't change the narration direct to indirect. Okay, we have to enough knowledge about sentence. First, assertive sentence. Assertive. First sentence, assertive. It has 2 parts, affirmative or negative. Assertive, the assertive sentence, clear description of any kind of things, and it has one subject, verb, object. It's assertive sentence. Assertive sentence, only ending of the sentence is full stop. And no any kind of mark or any kind of sign. Assertive sentence. He has done the work. It is called assertive sentence. She read a book. She read a book. He reads a book. They are assertive sentence. They are assertive sentence. And then number two, interrogative sentence. What is interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence. In the interrogative sentence, the person or someone is asked by the speaker And in this interrogative sentence, some asking question. Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence. In the end of the sentence, question mark, interrogation mark must be pointed. Ending of the sentence, question mark, not of interrogation, must be taken. We have given an interrogative sentence. Example, interrogative sentence is given by two way. First, auxiliary verb. First, the interrogative sentence begins with auxiliary verb, and second, interrogative sentence begins with WH word. First, have you completed your meal? Not of interrogation. Have you? It is auxiliary verb of this sentence, and it is interrogative sentence. Have you completed your meal? Second, do you do the work? Third, did he write a message? All of them interrogative sentence. It is one side, and other side begins with WH word. How are they? Four. What is your name? What? It is WH word, and ending of the sentence, question mark, not of interrogation. Without not of interrogation is not completed interrogative sentence. Clear? You should always remember that interrogative sentence ending sign, end of the sentence, you have to mark, you have to sign not of interrogation for the interrogative sentence. Okay? Then example number 5. How are you? Not of interrogation, and how is the WH word. Example 6. Whom do you want? Whom do you want? Whom. Here number 1 to number 6 example, all of them are interrogative sentence. Then imperative sentence number 3. If we have no enough idea about 5 kinds of sentence, we don't solve our narration, sentence or passage narration. So we have to enough knowledge and clear concept about sentence. Okay. Number 3, imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. This sentence begins with at first verb and subject first person or second person always hidden, and second person always hidden, and this sentence will go two way. First, first main verb. This sentence begins with main verb, and second this sentence begins with let. Okay. Here main example is available. 1. Do the work. Do the work. This is main verb. This is main verb, principal verb. This sentence begins with principal verb. Here second person you always hidden. You do the work. You second person is not appropriate and is not needed. Do the work. Number 2. Draw a picture. Draw a picture. Draw a picture. Principal verb. Number 3. Open the door. Open the door. And it is main point. This sentence begins at principal verb do, draw, opened. And the second way, example number 4, second way, let him play cricket. Let him play cricket. Let. Number 5 example. Let me finish. Let me finish the work. All of them are imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. In the imperative sentence, request, order, advise, beg, forgive, etc. is available in the imperative sentence. Do the work, draw a picture, open the door, let him play cricket, let me finish the work. These are the imperative sentence. At first, we have learnt assertive sentence, then second interrogative sentence, and third imperative sentence. We have to gain knowledge about the sentence to solve the narration direct to indirect. Okay. And number 4. Fourth number, optative sentence. Optative. Finishing up these 5 kinds of sentence, next we have to know what is the linkers or conjunction according to the sentence to solve the narration direct to indirect. Clear? Then number 4, optative sentence. Optative sentence. Rules of narration. Passage narration. Passage narration. Optative sentence. Fourth optative sentence. This sentence begins at may live long live our president. This optative sentence. In this sentence include prayed or wish. Pray or wish to my our Lord, to my our Allah. 2 blessings for us in this sentence. Example 1. May Allah bless you. May Allah bless you. May you be happy. May you be happy. Third number example. Live long our president. Live long our president. These are the example of operative sentence. Then last of them exclamatory sentence. Last of them are number 5. Exclamatory sentence. This sentence number 5 exclamatory. This sentence begins with joy or sorrow. Joy or sorrow. This what? With joy and sorrow position any kind of speaker and someone. The person who express joyful position, who express sorrowful position, he expressed in this sentence, that is called exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence, ending of this sentence must be pointed as a sign of exclamation mark, exclamation sign. Okay. Example, we have learned about the exclamatory sentence, joy and sorrow. Every kind of sentence will begin at the exact point, like that assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative, and last exclamatory sentence. Okay. Exclamatory sentence. Example, hooray, exclamation mark, not of exclamation, hooray, we have won the match. We have won the match. Second, how nice the bird is. How nice the bird is. Not of exclamation. What a fine garden. What a fine garden it is. Or alas, I am undone. Alas, I am undone. 5. How charming the scenery. How charming the scenery is. All of them are exclamatory sentence. Okay. Now we have learned about 5 kinds of sentence. What is the structure? What is the example? What are they? And what is the function of this sentence? 5 kinds of sentence. At the moment, we have to know what is the linkers or conjunction for 5 kinds of sentence, and to solve the narration, direct to indirect as linkers about sentence. At first, in these 5 kinds of sentence, reporting verb, said will be changed. What is the word? Okay. At first, assertive sentence. One assertive sentence. Assertive sentence. In this sentence, in direct narration, in the reporting verb will start said in the assertive sentence. This said will be changed only said if there is no object after the said in reporting verb. Okay, and after in the reporting verb, if the object is available after the said, then this said will be changed told. Said is said if said to him. This object is available after said, so we have to use instead of said told. Instead of said told. It is in this sentence. And linkers instead of comma. Linkers in assertive sentence. Linkers that. It is that linkers are conjunction. Linkers are conjunction. Then interrogative sentence. Interrogative. Assertive complete. It is reporting verb said should be nonsense and said to him if object is available after said in the reporting verb. So we have to change instead of said told. In next time I will show you example about this assertive and many kinds of sentence. Okay. Then interrogative sentence. Interrogative. Said is sensed. Said will be sensed. Asked. Inquire of, asked, inquired of, demand of, etc. And then linkers or conjunction is if or if whether or WH what. How are they? If or whether or WH what. If the sentence, previous time I have learned you about interrogative sentence, 2 way of interrogative sentence. In this 2 way, interrogative sentence begins at auxiliary verb with auxiliary verb and then WH word. Okay, this sentence, the sentence will begin. The sentence begins with auxiliary verb. Then we have to use the sense of narration, direct to indirect, if or whether. If. And the interrogative sentence begins with WH word. Then we have to linkers WH word as the sense of interrogative sentence. Okay. In next time, I will example this sentence direct to indirect. Third, you have to written in your notebook to solve the narration, direct indirect. I think that it will be very helpful to you to solve the narration, to clear concept about narration. I think that. Okay, thank you. Dear students, number three, imperative. Imperative sentence set will be changed when the imperative sentence is included in the narration, in the direct narration. What will be changed for said? What will be changed for said? Said in the platform of imperative sentence, according to the sense of imperative sentence, we can use advise, order, command, request, etc. Okay? Requested, ordered, commanded, forbid, advised, etc. And this position, what is the linkers of imperative sentence? Imperative sentence, when imperative sentence will begin in the direct narration, we have to use as a linkers conjunction. If the imperative sentence will begin affirmative sense, then we have to use as a linkers to. Or if the imperative sentence begins with negative sense, negative position, so we have to linkers as a not to. Okay, dear my students, not to. At first, imperative sentence, if the imperative sentence begins with affirmative sense, we have to we have to use linkers as a linkers to, and if the sentence negative sense, we have to use as linkers or conjunction not to. Okay, not to. It is for imperative sentence. Then for optative sentence, optative sentence said will be changed for the optative sentence prayed or wished. Prayed or wished. Yeah. Prayed. Public, prayed or wished. Prayed or wished. And the linkers we have to use as a linkers for optative sentence is that. It is these topics and this information is very important for solve the passage narration and detached narration, direct to indirect. If we have no enough knowledge about this information, about these topics, about this concept, we don't completed our narration. We don't completed our question as a narration in our question paper, in our exam. Okay, it is optative sentence, and last of them exclamatory sentence. Last of them, number 5. Number 5, exclamatory. Exclamatory sentence begins with joy and sorrow. Joy and sorrow and emotion sense grow to the speaker or listener in this sentence, exclamatory sentence, and which include this sentence not of exclamation, not of exclamation. This sentence said will be sensed, exclaimed with joy, exclaimed with joy when in this sentence grow joyful position by the speaker, we have to use said for exclaimed with joy, and sorrow position of the speaker is the sentence is created by the speaker with sorrow position. In this position, in this time, said will be sensed in the narration exclaimed with sorrow. Okay, and what is the linkers or conjunction of this sentence? We have to use as linkers that. Okay, it is the 5 kinds of sentence I have learned you from this class, from the first session of this class, what kind of 5 kinds of sentences and what is their function. There are 3 or 4 examples are given by me, and then I have discussed with you about linkers and what is the kind of what is the said will, how will said sense, according to the direct. Okay, and what is the linkers. Okay, fine, and I will show you many kinds of example about this sentence. That means assertive, interrogative, imperative, optative, and exclamatory. Then I will discuss you about the rules of passage narration. If the students have no enough knowledge about these 5 kinds of sentence and their linkers and their reporting verb, reporting speech, they don't have solved the any kind of narration. Okay, for this reason it is very essential and it is very important to know the students. Okay, and then I will discuss about the example of narration about assertive, interrogative, optative, imperative, optative, and exclamatory, and other rules of passage narration. Okay. Example of sentences. Example of sentences as narration. First, assertive sentence. First, assertive. Direct indirect, direct or indirect. Every kind of sentence, two examples are given in this position to direct, indirect. How can we solve this example? Clear? Direct or direct indirect, direct indirect in the assertive sentence. In the assertive sentence, he said to me, in the assertive sentence, he said to me, I am happy. I am happy. I am happy today. It is example of assertive sentence. In the last time, in previous at the first session of this lesson, the if set will be changed, only set if there is no object. But if in the assertive sentence, in the reporting verb, use object after set, then this set will be changed told. Okay. Indirect. He told me linkers instead of comma. He told me that this first person at the previous class last Tuesday we have learned what will be changed, how can changed first person. This first person will change according to the subject. He told me that he was happy that day. Happy that day. Today, that means that day. Present tense is I am happy. Was past tense. I, he. We have to use that instead of comma, and set to will be changed, set to for told. Okay. It is the first example. Then second, Fatima said to me, I prepared my lesson. I prepared my lesson. Prepared my lesson. Fatima said to me, I prepared my lesson. This reported speech is past indefinite tense. In the previous class, your homework was person, sense of person and sense of tense. If the sentence of direct narration is past indefinite, then we have to sense for indirect speech past perfect. Past indefinite becomes past perfect. Fatima said to me, Fatima told me that, Fatima told me that she had past indefinite for past perfect. She had prepared her lesson. Prepared her lesson. Okay. This is two example for assertive sentence. Then we have to know about interrogative sentence as a direct or indirect narration. As a direct narration, we have to sense for indirect narration. Okay. This position interrogative sentence. This position interrogative sentence. We have to remove this example for assertive sentence, and we have to know about interrogative sentence only for example as a direct speech, because in previous class and last session of this class we have learned many rules, many kinds of rules of to change the direct to indirect, subject, tense, linkers and reporting verb. Okay, change of reporting verb to solve the direct to indirect speech. Indirect speech interrogative. In this position, interrogative. Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence number 1. Mother said to me. Mother said to me. Mother said to me. What do you want? What do you want? Not a question mark. What do you want? Then number second example. He said to me. He said to me. He said to me. Am I helpless? Am I helpless? In this position, two kinds of interrogative sentence are available in this class. In this classroom, our current is not available here. In these two kinds of interrogative sentence, this sentence starts with what? W is what? And this interrogative sentence starts auxiliary verb. Auxiliary verb, helping verb. For this position, mother said to me, last session of this today, in interrogative sentence, we have to use, instead of said to, for the interrogative sentence, asked. In the sentence, asked. Mother, and the direct indirect position, mother asked me. Mother asked me, and as a linkers, hot. As a linkers, hot. Linkers, hot. What is hot? Because it is W is word. This sentence starts with hot. Hot, you, me, that means I. Hot I. Present indefinite হয়ে গেছে past indefinite. Present indefinite. Hot I wanted. And it is simple sentence. Hot I wanted. Then, am I helpless? He said to me, am I helpless? He asked me. It is auxiliary verb. Am I helpless? For this reason, linkers as a if. He asked me if I was helpless. Okay. At first number example for the new sentence. Mother said to me, "What do you want?" Mother asked me what I wanted. Then number 2 example, he said to me, "Am I helpless?" He asked me if I was helpless. It is 2 example for interrogative sentence. And last one of these assertive sentence. And then I will discuss about imperative sentence for the example. Okay. And imperative sentence. Direct indirect will available. Imperative sentence. Imperative sentence of what kind of word included in imperative sentence? At first, this imperative sentence starts with main verb, principal verb. Imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. Imperative sentence begins Hariha said to me. Hariha said to me, do the sum. And second, father said to his son. Father said to his son, don't run in the sun. Don't run in the sun. Sorry. Incorrect. It will be for this position. Father said to his son, don't run in the sun. Don't run in the sun. Don't run in the sun. And number 3, in future I give away. For the example, Hariha said to me, do the sum. In this position, it is imperative sentence. Hariha ordered me. Ordered me, linkers me to, because it is assertive. It is imperative sentence, begins with main verb, with principal verb. Me to do the sum. Today's last time I have learned you about the imperative sentence. What will be sensed, said to, and what is the linkers. It is the linkers and and reporting verb will be sensed for said to, ordered. Said to, ordered. Okay. And father said to his son. Father advised his son. Father father advised his son, it is the negative sense. It was the positive sense. Positive sense in this sentence. Positive sense for this linkers. We have to linkers as a linkers to, and for the negative sense in the imperative sentence we have to use as a linkers not to. Okay, his son not to run in the sun, not to run in the sun. Okay, and then number 3, 3 number example for imperative sentence. The sentence which starts with let. Okay, imperative sentence starts with let. He said, he. It is not 1, it is 3. He said, let us go out. Let us go out for a walk. Let us go out for a walk. It is imperative sentence. Imperative sentence begins with let. He said, let us go out for a walk. In this position, it is the proposal. It is proposal. If the sentence express proposal with the help of let, so we have to use proposed. He proposed. He proposed. He proposed. He proposed that. He proposed that. And let us for they should. We have to use should if the sentence express about proposal. We propose that they should go out for a walk. Go out for a walk. Okay. It is example for imperative first, second, and third. And another example of fourth number, if the sentence will not express to the help of let, when we how can we solve the problem direct to indirect? Okay. He said, let me go home. Let me go home. Let me go home. That this sentence not express proposal, but this sentence expressed proposal. He or she agreed with me not to go or not to go. But this sentence, he said, let me go home. It is not proposal. That proposal was expressed the third number example for the imperative sentence. He said, let me go home. He said that me is used for I. He, that me for he. He said that he might go home, because it is not proposal. Might, may, might, could. He said that he might he might go home. Might, because it is not proposal. For this reason we have to might in the time of imperative sentence, when the direct sentence will begin with let. Okay. Already our 4 kinds of sentence have finished with reporting verb, linkers, and many kinds of example. Okay, and last of then exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory. The sentence begins with joy and sorrow position. For this reason we have to use imperative or optative. The fourth position, optative sentence. Optative, that means pray or wished. Optative sentence. Mother said, may Allah bless you. May Allah bless you. It is optative sentence. Mother said, may Allah bless you. In this sentence, my mother bless for me to the Allah. For this reason, mother prayed. Mother prayed that Allah might bless me. Mother prayed that Allah might bless me. The second example, the teacher said, may you prosper in life. May you prosper in life. May you prosper in life. In this sentence, my teacher prosper. I can prosper in life. That is express to me. It is prayed. It is perfect. My teacher prayed. The teacher prayed that that is a wish, because it is expressed personal life. That is a wish that I might, you, that means I might prosper in life. Prosper. Prosper in life. Okay. And another sentence is, In this position, you optative sentence. Optative sentence. They said they said long live our president. Long live our president. Long live our president. In this sentence, they wished for the president. They wished that the president might live long. Their president. The president might live long. The president might live long or long live. Might long live. Okay. Optative sentence is completed. And now we have to know about the example of exclamatory sentence. How can we solve the exclamatory sentence? As a narration, direct to indirect. Direct to indirect. Exclamatory. The last session of this class, we have learned what is expresses about exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentence begins joy and sorrow. Joy and sorrow. Okay, and the position. Example, how can we sense the narration? He said, they said, how charming the scenery is. How charming the scenery is. Not of exclamation. Not of how charming the scenery is. They exclaimed with joy. They exclaimed with joy that the scenery was very charming. The scenery was very charming. This is the exclamatory sentence. In this sentence, in this sentence, the direct position, joyful position of the sentence. For that reason, we have to use exclaim with joy. So they exclaimed with joy that, as the linkers, the scenery was very charming. We have to use instead of how for very. Okay. And the second example, he said, alas, I am undone. Alas, I am undone. in this sentence sorrow position, and sorrow position in this sentence as we have to use he exclaimed with sorrow. Exclaimed with sorrow that he was undone. He was undone. In the meantime, we have learned 5 kinds of sentence and their structure and their function and use of repeating verb and use of linkers. How can we change any kind of sentence to direct to indirect? Okay, and we have learned in the previous class for the narration many topics and many example of the sentence for 5 kinds of sentence, and rest of them some topics we will learn about rules of passage. In the next class we have to enough knowledge gain about passage narration for passage rules. Okay, and your homework will I have given you some homework for the 5 kinds of sentence and what is the structure and what is the linkers and what is the reporting verb will change for the according to the sentence, and 10 example for 5 kinds of sentence. Okay, thank you very much.